Hello, I'm going to go through my record collection alphabetically, and I think I'm going to do 5 at a time. And, if it's interesting, I'll just do 5 more. Just starting at the top with the first of the A's. This is a band that I love a lot, a French electronic duo. This, French electronic duo. This is Air. The album is Moon Safari. I remember the first time I heard about this band was from my cousin when I was maybe in my teens. And it's very chill, it's very dreamy. And it quickly became one of my favorite records of all time. Highly recommend listening to it. Let's pull it out of the sleeve here. I love the album art so much. The white space with the painting's really cool. This is the back. And inside, we got some more beautiful art of the band members jamming out. And lyrics. I would describe it not so much. I get maybe dancey is good, but my lazy description would be just chill electronic music. Funny story with this record is this is something in college that I would put on just in the background. And I remember with my girlfriend at the time, we were kind of, making out or whatever. And there's a song on here called Sexy Boy where they just keep repeating that lyric over and over. Sexy boy. And I couldn't help but laugh, and it ruined the moment. It was my fault. But great record. Highly recommend. Start from the very beginning to the end, and you will not be disappointed. Let's see. Cool. Second album I have here. This is a very popular electronic band. You'll find that I like electronic music a lot. This came out in like 2009. I'm talking about Animal Collective, Merriweather Post Pavilion. Legendary psychedelic electronic music. If you haven't heard this, you're in for a real treat. Not to mention the album art is pretty trippy. That's fun. This was an album that growing up I heard singles from. And I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. It's not really my thing. And to me, this is one of those records that once you listen start to finish and kind of see it as a whole, it really really stands out as something special. Let's open up. This is a gatefold. Some really beautiful art in there too. This looks like blurry spinning leaves. And if, I'm not saying, but if hallucinogens are your thing, this is the record for that. These are the names of the songs. Kind of a cool optical illusion is if you slant it like this, it's a little bit easier to read. I don't know if it works on the camera, but I like that. And just another regular black record. I'm not a fan of the colored, like see-through records that cost more. I'm just a simple, give me the black record. It's all business for me. So, it's a little snug, though. We'll say that. A little snug in this gatefold. Animal Collective, give it a listen. If you can, start to finish. Lovely experience. Okay. All right, this is one of my favorite albums of all time. I remember growing up in high school. Music was kind of something I just listened to on the radio and heard recommendations through friends, but I never really bought CDs. I didn't really go out of my way to find new music. I didn't really know how. And so I just kind of heard what was on the radio. And around this time, that website Pandora came out where you could type in bands you liked and it would give you recommendations. So around that time, a lot of my friends started getting new recommendations of things they liked based on their previous thing. And there was this girl I liked in high school, and she showed me this artist. And it was kind of a clicking moment for me. Like, oh, there's music that's not on the radio that is more in line with what I like to hear. And I remember thinking it was creepy, it was beautiful, and I'm talking about Aphex Twin's Richard D. James album. Really creepy album art. I love it so much. Even the back is like kind of gross. I don't even know what it is. It looks skin-like. Yeah. But what's funny is like this cover doesn't really match what the music sounds like at all. And as I said, this is maybe my favorite record of all time. It has a lot of special music, and once you dive into Aphex Twin, it's cool to see just like how talented of a producer he is. Just another black record. I've heard the genre described for his music is IDM, which I always thought was industrial dance music, but apparently it means intelligent dance music, which is a little embarrassing, but hey, if that's what it's called, and that's how they describe it, that's what it is. You'll get crazy drum breaks on here, you'll get some really atmospheric ambient music, and it's all really amazing. Highly recommend. Richard D. James, check it out. Okay, this one's not even opened. This is an artist that I like a lot, usually, hit or miss, but this is a collection of his underground demos and EPs all in one clean thing. I'm talking about Ariel Pink, Oddities, Sodomies, Volume 2. What a great title. Ariel Pink is a really interesting artist. I heard he's not the greatest guy, but his music is really unique. And it was kind of music in high school, kind of following that Aphex Twin route, where I listened to it and I couldn't believe that this new artist had music that sounded like it came out of like the 70s in a weird kind of funky way. I remember being a kid and smoking weed for the first time with like older kids, and we're driving around the windy trails and someone put on Ariel Pink, and I'm thinking like, what the hell is this? This is awesome. And this is just a collection of his lesser known tracks maybe. It's on streaming too, so Ariel Pink. I'm not going to open it, but yeah, check it out. Okay, last but not least, another electronic artist, or group, I should say. This one also was a pivotal moment of my growing up. I realized a lot of these were kind of like in my high school era. And this one was really special. This is when I first learned about what sampling was. And hearing this for the first time was like riding a roller coaster for the first time. It was really exciting to know what a producer was doing behind the scenes to create the sound that I was hearing. And I'm talking about the Avalanches, Since I Left You. This whole album is just sample-based music, but it's very like funky and groovy and jazzy and dancey. And the whole album is pretty seamless. You can start it feels like one really long track. And I love the art. When you stream it, you only get the front, but when you get the vinyl, you get the full. Look at that. How cool is that? Just a giant ship sinking, I guess. And this like paragraph here is just all the sample credits, which is crazy. Like, look at all them. One of the best records of all time. Another personal favorite. If you like sampling and dancing and having a good time, this is the record for you. I will say, though, I don't really understand it, but one of the tracks on here, and it has to be one of the best ones, is Frontier Psychiatrist. On this vinyl, the certain samples didn't get cleared, so they replaced them with different ones, so it's just a different sounding song, and it kind of bums me out, because the rest of the album's the same, but that one is different. So that makes me a little sad about this record. So, you know, have some caution when you're buying this on vinyl. I think there is a anniversary edition of this where the album art's changed a little bit, but I can only assume that they got the song cleared. But at least if you stream it, it'll be the original. So the Avalanches, Since I Left You. All right, that's my first 5 records. And maybe we'll do 5 more soon. Thanks for watching.